We're going to start off with the simple one. In one of your squares, draw a big circle about right here. Notice how I'm drawing very lightly. And then just draw a bunch of squiggly lines like spaghetti. Eight lines to be exact. When you get to this point, take a picture of it either with your phone or with your computer so that I can see that you followed the simple directions of doing a circle with some spaghetti lines around it. So I'm going to take a picture of the first one with my phone, and then I'm going to start adding some details. This leg is actually behind the head. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of eyes down here and kind of a squiggly smile. And then I'm going to put two large circles up here that represent the highlights on the head. Now what I'm going to do is, on the outside edge of the circle, I'm going to start drawing these legs, and I'm going to overlap them with the other legs. So I'm not going to draw through this one, but I'm going to draw around it. But first I'm going to do a little bit of a reverse curve here, and then bring this leg, or this tentacle, up and around like this. And then I'm just going to continue that process all the way around. So from here to here, start with this leg, tentacle, bring it behind there, press down a little bit too hard on that one. All I'm doing is I'm going on either side of the original line. One of the things you'll hear me say over and over again is, don't erase. I don't want you to erase things because I want to see the structure of how this critter was drawn. Again, I'm doing sort of a reverse curve here. And I'm going to do that same reverse curve up to here. And then overlapping slightly and bringing the leg around this way. You can change the way you do it based on what's around it if you want to. Then I'm going to do one more back here. And I keep pressing too hard. And my lead keeps breaking. So how many legs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. Excuse me. This one's a little too close to this one, so I'm going to pretend like that one's coming from the other side. And I'm going to go straight over to this one here. And what I mean by that is it's on the back. So again, I'm just going around the existing line. You can still see the thin or the lightly drawn line here, and continuing around like this. And you can put these in any direction that you like. I'm just trying to fit them all on the front like this, just to make for an interesting shape. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Since it's an octopus, instead of doing this one here, I'm going to do it here. Excuse me. Because there's a little bit of space here in the front. So it almost looks like a bit of a puzzle. Then I'm going to take the head and come around like this. Draw the eyes a little bit darker. You'll notice when I was doing this that I drew very lightly at first by barely just touching the page with my pencil. And now I'm applying a lot more pressure, which also, at least on those two cases, caused me to break my pencil twice. So then I'm going to finish it off by doing these two little circles on top, and then I'm going to take another picture. I just realized you couldn't see much of that. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around the outside of this and put a thick line all the way around the outside of all of these shapes. It's about 5 or 6 times the thickness of the rest of the drawing. It gives it that coloring book look to it. So just follow these lines all the way around. Kind of like a puzzle. And then when we're finished with this, you're going to take another picture of it and upload it to your Google Drive. The reason I'm having you take photographs of your progress is so that you can put it on your Google Drive and then also put it in the newest slideshow that we just created the other day.